pick for the lady.
I've always believed that comics is a legitimate art form, and it was so frustrating being in college. Like, there are certain artists that were allowed into the curriculum and certain artists that weren't. And I would always ask them, like, you know, when I was back in school for painting and printmaking, like, we could look at Andy Warhol, we could look at Ansel Kiefer or David Saldi or somebody. But I was like, well, what about Jack Kirby? Like, can we look at Jack? Like, no, that's comic books. And then it's like, okay, well then, is it merely money? Like, do you just want to see some money? Here's Frank Frazetta, motherfucker. You happy now? You know? But then it's like, that's not enough. There is something that's very special to comics that makes it a different art medium. You know, the French call it the ninth, right? We already have dance, poetry, literature, music, right? Go on the line. And then eventually comics is something, it's a weird hybrid of storytelling and picture making. And I think it's its own medium. It's special. It really is.
My cough drop just got stuck in my throat. Merry Christmas, everybody. It has been a long time since we've done this. I forgot how to do everything, apparently, because I was testing out trying to get a clip imported in, and I guess you guys heard it play. I don't know if you saw anything when I hit play on it. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm going to reveal anything later today, but how are you guys doing? It has been a long time since I've streamed. It has been a crazy last few weeks, and I am still dealing with the sickness that I got a week ago, as you might have seen on the thumbnail for this stream. So I probably will be coughing a lot during the time that we have here together, but I really wanted to try and get a stream in. I was like, dang it, it has been way too long since I've streamed, and I feel really bad about it. I don't know why. Guilt. And also, I just missed it. I missed streaming, and there's some comic stuff that we're actually going to unbox a couple things today, which they've just been sitting in the corner of my room because I was waiting for a stream to be able to do it on, and just never happened, right, for the last couple of weeks. So I've been really... can't wait to open these up. So I thought, oh, that would be cool to open up today. It's going to be a chill stream today, honestly. I don't know how long my voice is going to last, and I won't, excuse me, devolve into a coughing fit. But I thought it could just be really chill. Not like, we're not going to do any voting on what your favorite book is today, because it's not a Wednesday. It's actually a Tuesday. Not that stopped me any other week. But we're not going to vote on anything. We're not going to do anything fancy schmancy. I just wanted a chance to just catch up with you guys before Christmas rolls around, which it is coming in 2 days, guys. December 23rd right now. Hopefully you got majority of your Christmas shopping out of the way if you do Christmas shopping. Excuse me. This is how it's going to be. Woo. But yeah, hopefully you got most of their Christmas shopping. I had to go buy some extra wrapping paper this morning. But yeah, there is, it's crazy out there. There's a lot of people doing last minute shopping and lots of traffic. And it's just been traffic everywhere as we've been driving around. I went and watched a movie with my cousin this past weekend. And we went and saw some lights in a nearby, well, not nearby, but in a neighborhood that's famous for their like Christmas light show. So that was really fun, but the traffic was bananas. And then just anywhere you're going these days, there's just everybody is coming home for the holidays and shopping and going to all the events that are everywhere. So it's part and parcel of the season, but it's also really fun. It's fun just to be home. It's fun to kind of take a little bit of a break. Like the projects I've been working on have been nonstop. And then because I got sick, I have no breathing room in these projects that I'm working on. And so when I got sick, I was like, I can't stop. I got to keep working. But then I have this chest cough. And so it's hard to sleep. So I just keep working, but I'm tired and exhausted. It's just a never-ending cycle. But I'm happy that this semi-break is coming between Christmas and New Year's to just give me a breather and also get to stream with you guys. So I'm really, really excited about this. Excited to hang with you guys. Like I said, it's going to be super chill. I don't even know. People might be traveling today or busy with other things, but I just thought to fire it up and see who is out there. And it's great that some of you guys even came around already. Comrade Sammy, I honestly forgot how to do this. How do I do this, Comrade Sammy? That's how we do it. Wait, let me just make sure my volume levels aren't crazy. That's one thing I did not adjust. Oh yeah, this one's got to go over here. I think at this setting, I really, really forgot how to do all this. Is that the right setting? Or does that go all the way up here? I forgot. Yeah. Forgot to do that before I went live. But yeah, what are you guys doing for Christmas? Are you guys sticking around at home? Are you traveling? Are you in a new place already? You're obviously somewhere where you can sit down and watch me stream. So that's awesome. And Comrade Sammy, I did see your post this morning. Even though I've been out of commission and out of streaming, I do check on Discord. I do check on YouTube occasionally. And I did see your post today. Comrade Sammy's talking about changing her profile name, which that's a big deal. That's like all we've known you as is Comrade Sammy. What's going to happen now? But she had some fun ideas for a new name. I think steampunk was thrown out there. Steampunker, something to do with steampunk. I love it. I love the whole steampunk aesthetic. So that could be cool. But I feel like we're going to lose your name, Sammy. I don't know. I'm a little torn. I'm kind of attached to Comrade Sammy. But got most of your sickness out of your system. Thank you. Thankfully. Yeah, usually when I get sick, I don't get sick that often, I say. But when I do get sick, I get sick pretty hard. And anytime I get some sort of head cold, it always inevitably ends up with me coughing for the next 2 months. So get used to it, guys. There's going to be a lot of coughing on stream if I keep streaming between now and the end of the year. It's just the way that my lungs work. I got a bad case of bronchitis or bronchiolitis, I think it was, when I was younger. And ever since then, every time I get some sort of head cold or whatever, it ends up in me coughing. And it's just a coughing that will not quit. So it's really frustrating. We had like so many different, my wife like brewed me so many different kind of herbal remedies, ginger, honey, lemon, red date tea. There's this like pear concoction that I just downed before I started going on stream right now. Looks like pear and like ginkgo nut, like all this stuff. So I got all these fluids in my system, and I think they help. But then I also have to go to the bathroom a lot because I'm like filled up with fluids. So I might have to take a break. sometime between now and before the end of this stream ends. I don't know. It's an unending cycle. Yeah, I'm still dealing with the sickies a little bit, but at least I'm over the hump of it. It's like I felt the sore throat come on, and I was like, ah, it was like a week ago. And I knew I was going to get it because it was kind of going around my house. And then, and I'm pretty much a hermit. Like I work from home and I'm, holed away at home for a lot of it. So I blame all my wife and my kids, those people that venture out of these walls that are our house. I blame them for, actually I do go to the comic book store, but I blame them for bringing the germs in and getting me sick. Mo Biggs, what's up, Mo Biggs? How are you doing?
Better known as Mo, Big wasn't always the confident voice we hear today.
How have you been, Mo? Good to see you. Merry Christmas to you. Good to see you guys. I'm glad Rocky was able to pull himself away from his long streak of dodging streams. I'm telling you, man, I felt guilty. I felt bad about it. I was like, oh, you know what? You know what just happened maybe a couple days ago? Wow, I feel my voice going out. I don't know how long I can do this today. We hit 675 subscribers. Is that not cool? 675 subscribers. That's amazing. Just kind of snuck up on me. And, but I realized I was like, oh man, I think I was floating around 673, 674 for a while. And then those last people that signed on, I'm like, they're going to think this channel stinks because I'm not streaming. So felt a little bit guilty about that, but now you know how your second favorite cat feels. Darn that guy. Rocky got his revenge by making us sit through the cat down. I didn't even touch that. That is, if you didn't even notice, that is the same exact order of trailers / countdown stuff from the last time I streamed. I didn't even touch it. Too lazy. I just said, go live. Comrade Sammy says, why can't John be here? Why does YouTube have to be weird? I know, I miss seeing John around here. He pops up around Discord every now and then. And Discord has kept me connected. Yes, Mo Biggs. I'm going to pin it. Merry Christmas to me. I'm going to pin it to the chat. For those of you who want to join. It has kept me a little bit connected when I've been sick and not able to stream, still able to interact with you guys. Jeffrey Beats, I don't know if he'll show up here, but he was posting some beautiful videos of the Christmas celebration in Australia where he is at in Mianjin. So beautiful stuff. Just awesome to see those kind of things from around the world. It's really, really cool. I had a good friend of mine this morning ask me, he was like, hey, do you feel Christmassy this season? Which I thought was a interesting question. And I do. I think, what makes it Christmassy for me is having family nearby. And I've already seen, I have my nuclear family. We're all together. And then I saw, like I said, my cousin. We're going to see some cousins for Christmas. So that's been really cool. And then we got our Christmas tree. So that's really nice. We decorated it, put the lights up. We got lights outside of our house. So that's nice. Got to go to a neighborhood and see Christmas lights, see people shopping, go to a few, Christmas concert-y things and performances and all that. So yeah, I think I do feel Christmassy. Unhinged. What up, Jason? Have a Merry Christmas, Rocky and chat. Merry Christmas to you, Jason. Hope you and yours have a great, great Christmas. It's been a wild year. It's been a good year. It's had some ups and downs, some crazy things happening in the news. My goodness. Just the last couple of weeks. But yeah, hopefully everybody will enjoy this season and just take a break and get ready for the new year because 2026 is upon us. It's fitting to the season, I suppose. Sitting through this countdown reminds me of that movie, The Passion of the Christ, except from a first-person perspective. Wow. The countdown's not that bad. My gosh. Comparing that to taking on all the burdens and sins of the world, that's a big comparison there, Mo Biggs. But I appreciate that. Keeps us focused on the reason for the season here. Okay, so the cat is out of the bag, no pun intended. I had been working on some stuff on the side, kind of incognito. And so I was trying to see if I could load it up to see if this would be the stream that I share any of that. And I guess it played. And that's me with my audio not prepped properly. So yeah, that kind of stank that happened. But let's see. We'll see if I'm going to play it. I probably will. Rocky is working on a new song about the pig feeder lady. Many have compared it to the iconic Goodbye Horses from Silent of the Lambs. Woof. Silent of the Hams. Beautiful. I love that. Didn't see nothing. If your throat starts hurting, you can stop talking and just type in the chat. That would be such an exciting stream. For me just typing, it would just be silent, me like coughing and yeah. I don't know if that would fly. How many copies are we betting Rocky has to review today? So it's I'm not gonna review. I'm gonna unbox. I got 2 unboxings, which I think is a total of 3 comics if I calculated that right. I can show you guys a couple of books that I picked up over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, it's all kind of a blur, actually, to be honest. And I don't know if tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I don't know if my local stores are open tomorrow. It is Wednesday. So, and I think there's like a big issue of Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman coming out with a crossover and Absolute Batman. So, that is something worth showing you guys right now. Hold on, let me call up this link. So one of my friends texted me this morning, and this was awesome. And so I looked at it. So are you guys familiar with Hot Toys? They do these like hyper real collector figures, and they're like articulate, and they come with all these like different accessories, and they're amazing. And they do them for all sorts of stuff like Star Wars and yeah, any kind of IP or like nerdy comic booky thing or movie thing out there. Hot Toys usually does some amazing toys for. But I've never bought the bullet to buy one because they're really expensive. Let's see. Let me just make sure this is right. But a friend of mine sent this to me this morning, and I was like, oh, this could be really cool. I don't know if Mo Biggs would like this. Check this out. They're making a Hot Toys Absolute Batman figure. And, here's all the description of it. It's like 1/6 scale, which is great. And these are all the things that it comes with. 7 interchangeable gloved hands. Whatever. Detachable bat ears. Bat symbol magnetically attached to chest. But look at these photos. These are incredible. That's awesome. Like right after the iconic cover of Absolute Batman #1. I mean, it does look a little bit more realistic than Nick Dragotta's drawings. Like his proportions are a little bit more stylized, but they're getting in that thick thighs, thick legs. Look at that. It's going to be like, I'm assuming, and Hot Toys have done this. I didn't actually read the description closely, but I'm assuming that cape, that those are like moldable, bendable pieces in the cape, so you can kind of pose them. Look at him with his axe. Oh, that scarf right there. That's awesome. And the symbol, bat insignia axe. That looks so cool. Yeah. See, I think you can like pose the cape. That edge of it is probably some sort of bendable wire that you can pose it. So cool. It just looks rad. So I think this is the comparison in size to one of the previous figures that they've released before. This gun. Yeah, the amount of detail and just sculpting and paint work that they do is incredible in the Hot Toys stuff. So I've always loved it. I've just never bit the bullet. Really cool. I love this. The Batman cowl head with detachable bat ears. So just like it happens in the book, he can pull off his ears and they're blades. That is so rad. Yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, they just mounted it here. Wired cape, so you can pose it, which is great. There's the bat axe. Yeah, that has a little base there. I don't know. It looks pretty awesome. So I might have to bite the bullet. Maybe. That would be so cool. Like if it was like back here. Wouldn't that be rad? In replacement of my Gorillas figures. He's so good. I'm betting 10 plus. No, not 10 plus. Not so much of a super show as a chicken super show. Nice. Yes, lazy stream. That's right. That's right. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Shopping's done. Mo Big says one more gift to wrap, putting it off. Nice. You need to have a little bit of pressure. So wrap it like at 11:30 on December 24th. I was listening to a radio broadcast as I was driving around, and one of the broadcasters was saying that the like panic, the like Christmas panic, when you go to the store and you're doing last minute shopping and you're like wearing your stupid Santa hat and just like running around buying things that you wouldn't normally buy, but just because it's all you can find. He said that's part of his Christmas joy too. And I thought it was really funny, but it's actually kind of true. It's like, I'm not the best like planner when it comes to buying gifts ahead of time. I need a little bit of the pressure to like help me make a decision. And I find in the past when I've, for whatever reason, have been able to plan well, and I'm done early, it's just like, oh, I feel like it's not done yet, or there's like I'm missing something. So we did okay with gifts this year. I don't think I'm gonna have to have any more last minute shopping, which is great. I'm always so stressed out about it, but it feels like a little bit like I feel a little lost, like that I need to have that last minute shopping. Comrade Sammy says, I got all my Christmas shopping done, got them all wrapped and everything. Nice. You guys are ahead of the game. Poor Rocky is coughing up a storm. There hasn't been so many hacks on the show since the Tom King, Brian Michael Bendis extravaganza. Oh my goodness. Zaid Comics, how are you doing, Phil? Merry Christmas from the gym. Nice. Working out before the gorging on the Christmas lunch / dinner. What do you call it? Smorgasbord. That's a smart man right there, Zaid Comics. Getting fit before you got to add in the extra 10 pounds. No plans, Comrade Sammy says. No plans are good plans as far as I'm concerned. Phil's socks are hung by the chimney with care, drying out and beginning to crackle. Timmy Mello, how are you doing, Timmy Mello?
And the Guardians are headed to October.
Gonna be lurking and listening while working in the background. At a basketball game? Are you working at a basketball game? Is there a Cavs game going on right now? Do you work the Cavs games, Timmy Mello? That's cool. There's been some good games. I'm not a big football fan. But the San Francisco 49ers are doing really well right now. They are in the playoffs, which is exciting. Warriors had a good win last night. Was it last night? Even though haven't been doing that great this year. So yeah, it's fun sports during the holidays. But great seeing you, Timmy Mello. Been wanting to username change for a while now. Excuse me. I was torn about changing my user to you. You have no idea how many times I thought about changing it and then chickened out. Changing your user picture? Yeah. It's funny how attached we get to our profile names or our usernames or whatever. I find it it's even harder to change when you're producing content that's that people are connected to your name, right? So actually, when I was trying to figure out what my username is on YouTube, who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Shanth. But I was like, what should it be? What should I call it? And I was trying to do my name, but I think there was another Rocky believe it or not, there was another Rocky Ballesteros out there that was spelled the way my name is spelled. So I was trying to think of all these other things, Rocky Art, Rocky blah, blah, blah. And then just landed on at Rocky Inc., which I'm still happy about. But yeah, it's always like that once people know about it, this is the same with Instagram, with X, with YouTube. It's like once people know about it, it's like, changing it is a little harder. So I think I'm stuck. I blame my wife and kids. Rocky's starting to remind me of George Bale when he started crashing out on his family towards the end of it. That's a great holiday movie. Are you guys watching any what are your favorite holiday movies to watch? The other day, what were we watching? Oh no. Oh yeah, we were watching Home Alone was on TV, and then I went to the movie theater. I just told you guys earlier. I went to the movie theater and watched a movie with my cousin. We watched the second part of the Wicked movie, which was actually good. I enjoyed the first part and liked the second part, and then I really want to see the Avatar movie in the theaters. I think that one deserves a big budget or big theater experience. And then I heard there's all these like Marvel trailers for Doomsday movie that are going to show before that. So that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, there's a lot of great holiday stuff coming out. Congratulations on the 675 subs. Thanks, Bo Biggs. That means there are 10 subscribers who have never witnessed you stream until today. Right? Let us not sow discord on this holy season. Sorry. Hot Toys. Bancroft swears by their 12-inch violator. That sounds dirty. I don't think I've ever seen their 12-inch violator. They should make the absolute Batman figure out of coal. They didn't make Batman's heads embarrassingly tiny enough to match. Yeah, they did make the proportions a little bit more realistic than I would have liked, but that's okay. I mean, it's cool. It still looks cool. And all the like accessory stuff look really awesome. That's right. Too bad. I don't think it's releasing until, I think the ad said Q4 of 2026. So that'll be Christmas for next year. Maybe that's something I can work towards. I'll like make a super chat tally or like a total to try and gain to buy that absolute Batman toy. That would be awesome. I thought Rocky asked for a Riddler-shaped lime jello mold. That would be amazing. It's Christmas. He's probably working a donkey basketball game. Username. Oh, yeah. She's talking about her changing user as well as her profile name. Oh, yes. I mean, that's the smart way to do it, Mo Biggs. I'd venture to say. Keeping your username and profile name the same. Absolutely. It's mostly hesitant because I know everyone is used to this username. Yeah, we kind of are. Was this your very first username, Comrade Sammy? Like ever on YouTube? Charlie Brown the other day. That's a classic. Lindsay Rose in the house. How are you doing, Lindsay Rose?
Roses are red. Violets are blue.
Good seeing you. Merry Christmas to you, Lindsay Rose. Speaking of usernames that are different, typical T Green used to be Lindsay Rose. Let's do a vote for Sammy's new name. I nominate Cyberpunky Brewster. You were not the first person to say that. Was it Cranberry Langers? Commented on her post and he said Steampunky Brewster. So hilarious. I think there's something in there though, Comrade Sammy. The Christmas movies actually are really good. That's a good movie. Oh, I'll show you guys a picture. I mean, is this worth it to show? It's kind of funny though. So this, this is awesome. This, this neighborhood that we went to, this Christmas neighborhood or whatever you want to call it. They block off the street, and then all these houses. So it's like crazy traffic because people want to see it. And all these houses go all out for decorating. And they do an amazing job. And even the people that live there, they'll sit outside on their driveways or in their garages, and they have like tents set up and like heating lamps, and they're hanging out there with their friends and family, I'm assuming. And it's just, it's just like a thing. Some of them even have like hot chocolate out there. And so, speaking of Christmas movie, this was in the window of one of the houses that we saw. So good. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, you won't get the reference, but really, really fun to see that. Yeah, they had all these different themes. They had somebody had a Star Wars theme. Somebody had all these like giant ornaments. Somebody had like a snow theme. Somebody had a Charlie Brown theme. I didn't take pictures of all the stuff, but that one cracked me up when I saw that. Oh, I forgot to say this was Shooting the Fat. We're shooting the fat. Violator from Spawn, you sicko. Sorry. Steampunker is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. Let's compromise steampunk. That was Cranberry Langer's suggestion. Is the one I've had the longest. Comrade Sammy says, yeah, that's tough. It's kind of who you are. You know what I mean? Rocky, did you post this on Discord? Where's Cran and John? It did post. It posts on that. It's like the new video. I don't know if everybody gets it. Excuse me. There's like a section on Discord called new videos, and it automatically posts every time I go live on YouTube. So it did post. I can see that right now. But John, he's been MIA because of the whole YouTube revealing the original profile name thing. I don't know. It's really annoying, but I hate that it blocks us from seeing John here. Maybe he can come out of the goodness of his Christmas heart. I'm surprised Cranberry is old enough to remember that show. Yeah, Punky Brewster was like in the, I want to say early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Oh, Stream Punk. That's kind of cool. I think that was a typo, Lindsay Rose, but Stream Punk is kind of cool. It's kind of appropriate too for YouTube stuff. Maybe he watched a terrible cartoon version with the super catchy theme song. Didn't that have like a rainbow alien character in it? Oh man, I gotta look that up now. Punky Brewster animated. I thought there was like some sort. Oh no, it had that stupid animal. Oh man. That was that weird animal that had that crazy voice. It was like Punky Brewster. Yes. This character, this like character with the, I don't know, it was so annoying. It's Punky Brewster is what it was called. Hilarious. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Stream Punk would have been a good new name for Rocky since he was always punky out on doing his scheduled stream, but he streamed tonight and killed the gimmick. Yes. Lindsay Rose knows. Wow, you've been around that long enough, Lindsay Rose. Usually it comes like once a year when I get like sick like this, but then it's the cough that lasts forever. That lamp looks Italian. John is boycotting the show until YouTube stops doxing people's usernames. That's really unfortunate. Fragile. I wish we could convince him to just make a sock account. Yeah. Cranberry, speak of the devil. Cranberry Langers. Good seeing you, man.
This is a cranberry, full of power.
Cranberry Langers, Mo Big just said he was surprised that you are old enough to remember Punky Brewster. And he suggested Steampunky Brewster as well. You guys are like-minded for Comrade Sammy's new name. So yeah, good seeing you, Cranberry. How are you doing? I was communicating with him on the side too during these last couple weeks, and I finished that first volume of Animal Man, Volume 1, and I really liked it. It's a really cool take on Animal Man. The artwork, I'm kind of iffy on the artwork of it, but I'm going to dive into Volume 2, hopefully over the break here. And that's where the artist Stephen Pugh starts working on that section of Animal Man. But for those of you who remember the last stream, Cranberry Langer sent me a couple volumes of Animal Man to check out, some of his favorites. And I finished Volume 1. The artist on this one is a guy by the name of Travel Foreman, which is one of the coolest names ever. And so, yeah, I'm on to Volume 2. Here we go. Jeff Lemire is the the writer on it. And Stephen Pugh is the artist on Volume 2. So really cool. Thank you for sending that again, Cranberry. I don't remember the show, but people reference it and I like the title. You don't know the show, Cranberry? Wow. It wasn't good. My show that came out around similar time as Punky Brewster that I liked better than Punky Brewster was a show by the name Small Wonder. Do you guys remember that? It was this weird concept. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I think that just blasted your ears, my cough. It was this weird concept of this dad. I think he was an inventor. It was really weird. And he had this family and he made this robot girl, this girl here in the middle. Wait, she was an alien? I thought she was a robot. Oh yeah, maybe she was an alien. Man, I'm getting all my stuff confused. Was she an alien? I thought she was a robot. No, she was a robot. Yeah. See, here's a robot. That's a creepy picture actually. But it was bizarre. It was a totally bizarre concept. But I like that show better than Punky Brewster for some weird reason. Is Steampunky Brewster the name of a character or something? I am uneducated. No, Punky Brewster is the name of the character. But I think they were just vibing off of the steampunk. Exactly. Streampunk. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? Yeah. Yes. Punky Brewster was an 80s sitcom about an orphan little girl and an old man who took care of her. Yes, that would not fly today. That would not fly. I think there would be too many raised eyebrows if somebody pitched that concept today. Merry Christmas to you too, Comrade Sammy. I'm sorry, Cranberry Langers and Comrade Sammy. I think saw some of the cartoon. It was horrible. I watched the Punky Brewster cartoon Christmas special last year. And man, I didn't like that cartoon as a kid. It really doesn't hold up. A lot of those cartoons don't hold up, unfortunately. They are just powered by nostalgia. Even when I watch the old He-Man cartoons or, Transformers or G.I. Joe, some of those are really, really bad. But nostalgia-wise, they're just the best thing ever. Coolest art, in my opinion. Great story. Nice. The live action version was okay-ish. Yeah, I think it was something about the 80s and the target audience was the age of the main character. So in Punky Brewster's example, Punky Brewster, that age really appealed to kids that were kind of similar in age. And she was just independent. She didn't have parents. She just had this old guy that was watching her. She did her own thing. She kind of marched to the beat of her own drum. She wore weird clothes, made her own fashion, and I think that was just appealing for kids, right? They don't like to be controlled or told what to do by their parents. So to see somebody like live a life that is kind of what kids wish they could live was really appealing. In the event of Small Wonder, I think it was just because she was a robot that was kind of cool. It was like, wow, what if I had a sister that was a robot and could do all this? She had like super strength and she could do these kind of weird things. She would probably be seen as like on the spectrum today if you met the way the girl acted back then. But you know, none of us knew what being on the spectrum or being autistic was. So you just see this really weird acting girl, and she was really a robot. So I don't know. Small Wonder was intentionally bad and cheesy, so it worked. Yeah, it was awesome. I named the first computer build I did after that character. Nice, genius. Bobby's World makes me want to climb. Oh yes. The name of that comedian that did the voice for Bobby's World. The guy who does he did the what do you call it? Plastic gloves over his head. The stand-up comedian. Gosh, what is his name? He was a judge on America's Got Talent too. I hate it. Howie Mandel. I hated that voice. And it was a horrible design. The proportions are all crazy in that. You guys remember Bobby's World? Oh my goodness. I was like, that's not making a good cartoon voice. That's just making your voice sound really bad. Cranberry still has PTSD over Uncle Ted's noogies. Why does she make me think of Pippi Longstocking? Yeah, like Punky Brewster does. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Pippi Longstocking was kind of a weird character. She had, I think it's the braids, maybe, Punky Brewster. The like quirky, did her own thing. Totally. Is Mark out with his lady friend? He might be. Mark's been a busy man. But I'm so happy for him. December is kind of used to be a very celebratory time for Mark because his mom's birthday, his birthday, and his dog's. I don't know if it's his dog's birthday, but they all passed away. His mom and dog passed away a year ago in December. So I'm happy for him. But I think he's been busy. He posted on Discord a picture of a pie that he made with his lady friend, and it was really cool. Homemade chicken pot pie. It was really cute. I'm going to show it. It's so cute. So many buttons. Okay, check this out. Excuse me. Come on. Super cute. He carved a little M&M on it. I love it. Bobby sounded like that weird Matt. He did. Absolutely. That is not the way to make a cartoon voice. That should not be rewarded. I wanted my hair to be like Bobby's and have that imagination. Stuffed spider. I don't remember the stuffed spider, but I do remember his hair and his imagination. Yeah, your description of her at any rate. Yes, so cute. Oh, I should have shown the cooked picture of it, but you guys get the picture. I just love it. Okay, cool. So I think I caught up. It's super cute. Okay, let's just have fun with it. Let me open up some of these unboxings, you guys. This will be really fun. This one I think I got a couple weeks ago. In the old Gemini mailer. That's always a good thing. Anytime I get these on my front step, I'm like, yes. Oh, and there's gonna be some stuff shipping. I got some notifications of a couple things that I backed that are shipping in December. One of them should be shipping before the end of this week, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. That's going to be epic. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to stream when that. Let me just make sure everything. Oh, okay, cool. So this was something I don't know if Phil, if you're still at the gym or watching this, he mentioned this on stream, and Phil is a huge, huge fan of this artist, Kyle Holtz. I've talked about him a number of times on stream, just the different books that he's done. I think the last thing that I looked at or that I got that he created was a short mini series he worked on in the early 2000s called The Agency. I found it in like some back issues. But I really love his art. He's done some awesome stuff for Lobo and Violator. How funny. We were just talking about Violator earlier. But this is a creator-owned thing that he was advertising on his site. And I just found out about it because Phil mentioned it in chat that he got this. So I was like, when I went and looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have this. So it's called Mosaic. I haven't looked at it at all, just on what I saw, but he wrote and illustrated this. And yeah, this looks amazing. This is awesome. But suggested soundtrack. This is where you can get the vibe of Kyle Holtz. Alice Cooper, The Misfits, White Zombie, Queen, Nick Cave, Leonard Cohen. This is awesome. And I didn't know that this doesn't surprise me at all, but I didn't know he had any connection to Kelly Jones. But those guys totally live in the same kind of comic world. So this was, looks like it was produced in '99, which was a while ago. But this is a creator-owned thing. And it feels like, just by looking at these first couple of pages and the sample pages I saw on his site, it feels like this is Kyle Holtz's, like, Crow, kind of, like his world. Wow, that is gross. But he's even on another level from this. But the thing that I love about his stuff is his black and white work and just his ink work. Again, understandable that he's friends with or connected to Kelly Jones because they have a similar vibe in their ink work. This is great. The paper's pretty thin though. I wish it was a little thicker, but it's got this, I think because it's on this, like, I'm going to guess, cheaper paper. It has a very much an indie vibe to it. But that's, man, this stuff's awesome. Really cool. I'm glad it's in black and white. I had never heard of this before, so I'm glad that Phil had mentioned it in chat and that it made me aware of it because this looks amazing. And it does not look PG. This is like rated R. Yeah, definitely gives me these like Crow, James O'Barr vibes. Tighter than Crow. Crow's a lot looser, but dark, indie. This is cool. Really cool stuff. You guys remember that movie Dark City? Love that movie. This kind of feels like Dark City. Rocky's going to open up some unboxings. If we're lucky, maybe he'll art us a few drawings. He will art us a few drawings. Some unboxings. Art us a few drawings. Ooh, presents. Without me, this comic would just be Saic. Alice Cooper, depending on the era, that would be like 10 different genres. Mosaic, nice. 99, that would be Alice Cooper's ill-considered industrial era. Wow, you guys are way more versed on Alice Cooper than I am. I don't listen to like metal or like Alice Cooper music, so I have no idea. All I just know is this probably like screeching loud. Yeah, I just love Kyle Holtz's his ink work. It's awesome. Does a lot of nice shadows and really love his brush work. Crazy. Yeah, because it's printed on this like thinner paper. I kind of hear the spine cracking a little bit. I've been reading that the Sin City, the Big Damn Sin City book that I got. I read like a chapter or 2 chapters every night. It like puts me to sleep. Not in a bad way, just like, oh, Sin City, right before bed. And for a book that fat and that big, but the printing quality is really nice. The paper they picked and the way that they bound it was great. You don't feel like, and you know, it's the book is so huge. So when you open it up, your initial thought is like, oh my gosh, this is going to tear the spine if I just let the cover fall, because the height of the book is so much. But it's really bound well, so you feel like it's like a solid book and that you're not tearing into the binding. This one I feel like I can hear kind of the glue cracking a little bit, but it's okay. This is cool. He's got this like revolver gun hand. So cool. I love it. This is awesome. This also reminds me of Nick Manabat's work. He was, I have this artist edition that I unboxed and looked at on stream many months ago. And he used to work for Wildstorm. He passed away really young. He was like a young, hot talent, and then he died. It has feels of that. It's like this dark, cyberpunk kind of feel. It's great. Super cool. Yeah, I don't know if he ever published it outside of his... Oh, there's a Kelly Jones cover. Nice. Ugh, that's gross. I don't know if he ever published it outside of his own... Oh, through Sirius. Oh, okay. Sirius is like an independent publisher. Man, what are the books that Sirius does? I think they do... Joe Linsner book. Oh, what's the name of that girl? That character. Joseph Michael Linsner. Dawn. Was that published with Sirius? No. Yes, it was. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's this character named Dawn. And Joseph Michael Linsner is kind of a he's an indie guy, but he was known in mainstream circles just because Dawn did well, just like a sexy girl. But yeah, he published that with Sirius. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't know. That's really cool. Very cool. I'm glad that I picked this up. It looks amazing. And I can't wait to read it. Mosaic by Kyle Holtz. I'm glad it's in black and white too. You don't want your comic book looking too dynamic or interesting. No, there's a feel. There's something about black and white that, and it's probably because, in my opinion, it's probably because comic book coloring has just gotten so complicated. But when you draw in black and white, you're forced to, not rely on color to gloss over things that you might not know how to draw or that are unclear. Like, you have to make it really clear if you do it right. And so very few artists can do black and white artwork well. Sometimes when you strip out the color, it's like, what is going on? It's so, I can't tell where I'm supposed to look or how the storytelling is going or where the figure is, because they rely too heavily on these like fancy colors to save them. So I find that artists that can work in black and white and do it well are great. But then there's just like an independent vibe that you get from it. It comes from a budgetary thing where, people couldn't afford colorists or printing in color. And so they printed black and white. But yeah, I love it. I love the look of black and white comics. And you just see the ink on paper, That one page, very busy from this angle. There's a lot of busyness in here. A lot of complicated drawings. But what I love about Kyle Holtz's stuff is he's got a command of anatomy. He can draw environments. He can draw fabric and folds really well. And then he just has cool sense of lighting. Really dramatic and very similar to Kelly Jones. Reading a chapter of Sin City every night gives Rocky a sense of nostalgia for the times he read it to his very young children at bedtime. Sin City is dark, super dark. There's no redeeming value in the characters at all. They're all like the worst of the worst people, but there's just something about it that's just, I guess it was like how people read old pulp novels or hard-boiled novels, for entertainment before. Same feel, just this like, I just live in the dark and I've got a narrator saying how horrible life is in the background. It's awesome. It's really, really good. And I just love Frank Miller's storytelling abilities. They're incredible. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969, how are you doing?
How do you say monkey in French?
Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. He knew what I was talking about. Dawn, thank you so much. At the risk of quality binding, looks completely innocent. Cry for Dawn. Was that the name of the book? Was it Cry for Dawn? Maybe that was one of the series, but it was definitely, the character's name was Dawn. Kind of lived in the same world for me that like Billy Tucci She and Vampirella. Just sexy girl. I don't even know what her story was. And then sometimes he would do covers for like mainstream books, but it would always look like his character Dawn. Nice. Okay, cool. This was the first unboxing today. And then I have this. So somebody came into my stream last time around Thanksgiving time. Oh man, who was it? It was somebody newish. But they came in and they asked me, did you get anything comics related during the Black Friday sales? And I did. And this is them. This is it. So this box came in last week. Wait. Yeah. This is so weird. So I ordered this from... This is so weird. I ordered this from a website called Cheap Graphic Novels. Is that right? Yeah, cheapgraphicnovels.com. So I don't know how it works. I don't know if they have different sellers or they have a warehouse or what. But this is kind of strange. They put it in like a shopping bag. That's not very professional. But that's okay. So I ordered these two things from there, and they sell stuff. You guys should check it out if you're interested in buying any kind of graphic novels. The two sites I go to are cheapgraphicnovels.com and man, I should get some sort of like royalties or referral bonus. Cheapgraphicnovels.com, and the other one is called instocktrades.com. Both of those sites I tend to look at first if I'm looking for any kind of graphic novel, because they've got some great discounts on stuff. So here's the first thing. I got two things. This is during the Black Friday sale. This one here. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, to Dare the Devil collection. So this is collecting Daredevil number 155 to 176. And the reason why I picked this up, surprise, surprise, is because this is the Frank Miller run. And I have some issues here and there from other graphic novels or whatever that Frank Miller worked on, but this is kind of the huge chunk of him really taking over Daredevil, which I believe that, yes, Roger McKenzie wrote most of these, but then Frank Miller ended up taking over writing duties as well as art duties at a certain point. And this is really cool. I don't know if you guys remember Frank Robbins. So they included some other issues in here, and Frank Robbins is an artist I've looked at before on stream here. He drew some of those old Shadow issues that I had that I looked through. He did like the Invaders. I love his style. I looked at this once during stream, and he did this run on like the Invaders. He just has this very, very cool, like in the era of like Jack Kirby and Steranko and like Buscema, all those guys. He just had this very unique style that I loved. It was really like chunky and very signature kind of faces. So this Daredevil here includes an issue that he drew. This is actually this first issue here, which is awesome to see. See how he does like this very like contorted, twisted anatomy. Is that focused? This is great. There. Can you tell that Frank Robbins can draw the shadow? Like, come on. Yeah, I love Frank Robbins' style. It has that classic Hugo Pratt kind of feel, like classic comic feel, but it's also like really exaggerated. Oh, this is cool with the Beast. It's great. This one is... Oh, Gene Colan, awesome artist. Very dynamic posing. Let me get to the... it's cool. Let me get to the Frank Miller stuff. Here it is. So it's cool to see like these legend artists work on it and then Frank Miller take it over. You can see he's kind of vibing off of what they did, but starting to gain his own voice as well. I always love seeing that with artists, like their influences, how they almost start off as not clones, but like you can really see the heavy hand of what they're influenced by, but then they start finding their own voice, finding their own style, and then they push past that and you're like, wow. Klaus Janson was already inking Miller at this point. So this is, this is pre Dark Knight Returns, pre Batman Year One. Well, actually, Mazzucchelli drew Batman Year One, but yeah, all the stuff that made Frank Miller. And he really pulled like Daredevil out of the ditch. It was not a popular character by any stretch of the imagination. He just added this noir, gritty, street level feel to the stuff, to the stories, and that he became super popular. Other indies which have gone out, Gen 13. My day's about to end. Nice. Is this it? And then you're on break, Cranberry? That's awesome. This package has been sitting here for a few weeks. Oh, let's see what's in it. Oh, it's that kitten I imported for Abu Dhabi. Yes. I'm doing the festive lighting here. It's actually a setting in my lights. That's Christmas. In-stock trades. Any place will have in-stock trades. It's the out-of-stock trades that are hard to find. Yeah, check them out if you are ever looking to buy. I always go there first if I'm ever looking to buy graphic novels, because the amount of discount that they give is pretty significant. And then if you get a number of them, then it really the shipping is nominal if you order enough. Not bande dessinée. No, not bande dessinée. Not today. Frank Robbins did an excellent job converting a sketch of Plastic Man into Daredevil for that cover. You can barely notice that weirdly bended leg. Eggnog. Oh, wow. I told my wife that the other day. I was like, we should get some eggnog. Eggnog's one of those things that I don't crave it, but I like it. And having it once a year is just enough for me, but I do enjoy it when I have it. And then after I'm done drinking it, I'm like, all right, I'm done for the year. This is great. I think I have this in another Daredevil graphic novel. I think an Electra one, because I remember that clack, clack, clack. It's great. It's cool to see Frank Miller do this stuff with sound effects. He's one of those artists that it's not just sound effects. It's like he really uses it as a storytelling element. And you can see how he even takes it up another level in Sin City, but it's cool. It's already cool to see. Like, it's like ingrained in him to all the elements that are who he is in Sin City are already here. They're just not refined yet. This is a Ditko story. Look how different Ditko stuff is. Ditko is the original artist on Spider-Man. This is Frank Miller. Yeah, it's great. It's just like he just made the superhero characters really human and just struggling, which I really appreciate Frank Miller doing. They felt very human and therefore relatable, as opposed to DC almost went like the opposite direction at this time, and like intergalactic and alien and gods, and it's really hard to kind of connect and relate to these characters. Hey, they're calling my name. This just feels like Frank Miller 101 right here. He uses the heartbeat. This kind of storytelling without dialogue. I mean, he does this really great. I guess Mazzucchelli did, who's the artist on Daredevil, Born Again, but does stuff like this. Definitely influenced by Frank Miller. It's awesome. This is cool. This is a very thick compilation. And the printing's nice. Paper quality's nice. Yeah, this is great. I like the colors on this. This is the kind of coloring I love in comics. Here comes Elektra. Bullseye, great character that Frank Miller developed. And I don't know if he... Wow, Cranberry Langers gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Cranberry Langers. This is going to be the... We haven't seen the Evil Kiwi in a long time, everybody. Here we go. Evil Kiwi for you, Cranberry Langers. Thank you so much. I don't know who, let's see who. It looks like, wait, is that going to show up in my, does that show up in my thingamajigger? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Cranberry Langers gifted 5, Sumo Thori got a gift membership. Awesome one. Right after saying that, I got gift message. Erwin Papa got a gift membership. Nice. Jeremy Burtz. Adam. Well done, Cranberry Langers. All right. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm going back. Catching up. What's cool about these shadows is that the character is old, so props for that. That's not true. I mean, he is old, but there's a lot of cool things about the shadow. I love this. I just love these kind of storytelling moments. This is one thing. So I'm reading that Eisner Miller interview book. And this is actually a page that they called out in there. And he was saying how Frank Miller got this kind of papers flying in the wind on the cityscape, writing like not dialogue, but like credits on it, or using it as like a storytelling element, the paper. He got that from Will Eisner. And so they showed some comparisons, and there it is. It's really cool. Cranberry Lanterns gifted another membership. What are you doing, man? You're awesome. Another Kiwi for you. My goodness. Cranberry Landers, the Christmas spirit, man. He's just dropping all these gift memberships. I love it. Thank you so much. Look at this. This is like mean, he leans in heavily to these like film noir lighting. He uses this a lot in Sin City, but it's nice to see it like start here. Yeah, it's funny because the influences that you have, they just never leave you. They just take different forms, or they like rise and wane depending on where you are in your artistic cycle. But a lot of the stuff that Frank Miller leans heavily into for Sin City or his other projects, they're all here. I love looking at Frank Miller art back when he could draw. I'm going to forget today is Tuesday. Lindsay Rose says, I assume you ladies put walnuts in your eggnog since you think it goes with everything. Walnuts? No. I'll make sure to remind you throughout the stream if you'd like. Mo Biggs can't say I've ever had walnuts in eggnog. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Eggnog and lime jello. What about an eggnog jello? Huh? Almond milk. I don't like almond milk. Anything that's not regular milk, like oat milk, almond milk. What's that other? Soy. I mean, soy milk I can drink separately and enjoy that, especially if it's sweetened. But all the other stuff, like people put almond milk or oat milk. My wife does that in her coffee, and I'm like, oh. Can someone drop a turtle? I'm afraid I can't. Lindsay Rocky has grinched away my gift membership. I did not. I've yet to see turtle timers in the chat. Oh, man. Did I do that, Mo Biggs? Didn't get to benefit from your membership because I wasn't streaming. I apologize. There we go. Cranberry Landers dropped it. How did the recipe go? Milk, 3 eggs, sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, vinegar, and corn syrup for effect. Eggnog? Vinegar and corn syrup? Really? Cranberry Landers knows. I think I remember reading these pages. Remove the vinegar. Yeah, vinegar. I know. It's like vinegar. Ugh. I wouldn't do that to you, Mo Biggs. Cranberry Landers gifting memberships left and right. Love it, love it, love it, love it. R.I.P. Mo Biggs. You'll get it next time. Yes. Cranberry Landers. He's trying, man. He is trying. Dude. You cannot say Cranberry Landers did not try to help you out, Mo Biggs. Eric Weathers got a gift membership. Unhinged Entertainment got a gift membership. Cranberries. He's Santa of this stream. Well done, Cranberry Landers. Wait, did you get one? Mo Biggs? Hang on. Mo could buy his own. It's true. It's true. Calling it out right there. Dang, Cranberry Landers. Well done, my friend, though. Yes. Cranberry Landers loves it. Loves Frank Miller's early stuff. I love it all. Coloring, compositions, ink work. So good. Oh, like this. Come on. It's amazing. Really, really good. Yeah. So this is just all of his stuff. All of his Daredevil stuff, or his primary Daredevil stuff. All in one collection. So I was like, oh, even though I have some repeats there, I got to have it all together. I got a lot of reading to do. That's for sure. Who can beat Frank Miller drawing Elektra? Wow, this is cool. What is this from? Bizarre Adventures. Oh, a Frank Miller story in. Wow, I love it. Look at this. The screen tone stuff here, guys. Wow, man, I wish I saw this when I was doing that Frank Miller master study. I would have ripped one of these. Super delicate lines on here. Oh, this is cool. This is Frank Miller's Bible on Daredevil. They included here. There's a artist edition with Frank Miller's Daredevil stuff. This is one of the scans in there, so that's really cool. It's cool. It's cool stuff to include at the end. Here's Frank Miller. Oh, this was from 2000, so he was already in the middle of his Sin City stuff when he did this drawing here. Yeah, this is already way farther into his career that he did those drawings. I love the looseness on these ink lines. Flash Johnson. Very cool. So this was one of the things I got for the Black Friday sale. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. Jeremy Burt's our newly minted channel member. What's up, Jeremy Burtzard? You can thank Cranberry Langers for that. Woke you up by getting you in here, by giving you that membership. Merry Christmas to you, Jeremy Burtz. Eggnog Jello should be fine. Sounds pretty good. You are the Mr. Potter of gift memberships, telling Cranberry to stop wasting money on the common rabble. I think we just invented something here. There's somebody's got to have a recipe out there already for Eggnog Jello. KSSS received a gift membership. Oh my gosh, Cranberry. I appreciate Cranberry's attempts at nativital justice. Nice. Trying. If my gift membership was our Lord and Savior, baby Jesus, Rocky would be King Herod. Dang. It's good. It's good stuff, Mo Biggs. If anything, this torture of gift memberships is creating good content in the chat. I, for one, am glad your membership is our Lord Jesus. Well, she would only super chat Rocky if they were called super humbugs. Oh my gosh. Comrade Sammy is looking for an eggnog jello. Yes, I bet you $100 somebody has an eggnog jello out there. All right, here we go. This is the other thing I got. Oh, it's way too big. Controversial in a sense that I've been living on these. But I did get a new, maybe I should open my new brand. This is another unboxing. I'm going to open my other pack because the one thing I hate about this cough is I so get sick of the taste of cough medicine and cough drops by the end of it because I'm just eating them all the time. So I got to mix up the flavors. I find that the menthol flavor of Hall's or whatever cough drop is probably the most soothing of all of them. You know, I've tried the cherry flavor, the the lemon flavor. Those I always find is just sugar, right? But the menthol one really soothes the most. But I didn't realize this until I looked at the ingredients. And The menthol ingredient in the menthol one is 5.8 milligrams, which makes sense. But they're different depending on the flavor. I thought they were all equal, right? So I was like, the lemon ones don't really help me as much, but it's because they have less menthol in it. But this one I just got, honey lemon, and I looked at the back, and it has 7.6 milligrams of menthol in it. So it should technically help me more. So we'll see. But I also have to mix up the flavor because after eating like so many bags of this, I just get sick of it. They have new flavors now too. There was like an apple flavor I saw, grape flavor, but they have less menthol in it, so defeats the purpose. Okay, so this one's controversial because I find Erik Larsen pretty controversial in general, of people who either really love his artwork or really hate it. And I really like it. I think it's because he came hot off the heels of Todd McFarlane. Although Erik Larsen's been in the business just as long as Todd and has worked on, some great things. I really liked his Spider-Man run. I wasn't always, well, I did like Todd's run on Spider-Man better. I like Todd's version of Spider-Man. And I do feel like Erik Larsen did borrow a lot of stuff from Todd. But there's something kind of a little bit more cartoony and kooky with Erik Larsen's Spider-Man than Todd's. And his designs were also a little bit more crazy. But I thought it was kind of cool that they compiled all of his Spider-Man stuff in one omnibus. And this one was pretty cheap, so I just went for it. Here's all the issues that are included in here. And Todd McFarlane is famous for being the co-creator on Venom and designing Venom. But I do feel like Erik Larsen kind of took Venom and went crazier with him and kookier with him in when he took over after Todd left. And it made his mouth even bigger and gave him more teeth and just more exaggerated. So it's kind of cool. This also has like the Sinister Six in it. I remember as a kid though. So here, like Todd McFarlane did the cover on this. And I remember Erik Larsen's drawings felt very similar to, he was doing what Todd was doing. So I liked it a lot as a kid. But it was a little bit different. It was like not as cool as Todd's. But yeah, this is all in one compilation, which is awesome. Great stuff. I love how he's like bursting from the frame here. Eggnog Jello actually exists. I knew it. I knew it did. I'm going to pick up some packages. Okay. Sweet. Love that run. Yes. It's awesome. It's putting down money, folks. I am. But it was Black Friday. So it was really cheap. I think it was like 60% off of this book. So it was worth it. I would not buy these. There's very rarely any of these omnibuses that I'll buy at cover price because they're quite expensive. And for good reason. They're hardcover, they're bound really well, they're presented really nice. There's a YouTube channel that I follow called, I think it's called Near Mint Condition, and he does reviews on all these omnibuses. There's like a million you can find on YouTube, but I found his reviews really helpful. And he'll go super in depth on like the color and the print quality and the paper quality and so yeah, they spend a lot of money to produce these well, but the cover price on them are really expensive. It's great. All this like Todd McFarlane Spidey web, like Erik Larsen was just doing it just like Todd did. Even these like really vertical panels, just like Todd did. So it was hard. I mean, he was kind of in Todd's shadow for a while on this run, and coming right after Todd, you can't help but compare him to what he was doing. But he did his own stuff really cool too. You know, like he added his own flavor, especially as issues went on. And this is pre-Image, you know what I mean? This is like right before, well, a few years before Erik Larsen catapulted into doing Savage Dragon and launching with the Image guys. So he was at the top of his game right now. These are the comics that I just loved as a kid. Great. Comrade Sammy says, I don't even bother with cough drops. They taste disgusting. The one I'm eating right now is pretty good. Honey, lemon, cough, and throat relief. Let's all be thankful that cough drops are plentiful and big tech, big pharma haven't found a way to profiteer off them by unreasonably jacking up the price. I sense a bit of sarcasm. I just smoked the crack scene. Gargling hydrogen peroxide really helped when I had a bad cough. I did the whole like gargling with salt water, hot salt water when I had it, and it got rid of the sore throat actually relatively fast. But for me, it's just the recovery period. It's great. Great pose on Spider-Man there. Yeah, these are awesome. This is good. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, and then he started having these powers. This is weird. There he is. Like, you got the Captain Universe powers imbued on him at one point. Really bizarre concept. This is what I mean, like, Erik Larsen's... I mean, he wasn't writing it, but... his design was more like comic pop, I would say. And especially when he was creating new characters or costumes, you could really sense his kind of kooky. I think he borrowed a lot from, was influenced a lot by Kirby, Jack Kirby. Yeah, this is great. Punisher. Oh, I didn't realize he wasn't inking his own stuff. I'd never heard of this inker before, Mike Macklin. I love just the fun that Larsen injects in his stuff. So here, his Venom is pretty tame, but he starts going nutty with him later. Let's see, like exaggerating his face a lot more. This Wolverine is crazy. This is a Sinister Six run. Really awesome. I'm trying to find some like later Venoms. It's like these kind of crazy designs. These feel very much like the character designs he would do in Savage Dragon. These like wild ladies. Where is the... Yeah, the Sinister Six run is classic Larsen. Man, this is a lot of work. Yeah, here's the late, like this stuff with Venom. He'd make his mouth even bigger, his tongue even longer, more teeth. Very much McFarlane influence, but just like taking it up a notch. Even the way he did these eyes. This is cool. This is like right up my alley as far as comics I grew up with. Should take vitamin C. Yeah, stay healthy, everybody. Vitamin C. There's this stuff that it's kind of popular right now. That emergency was like the big thing, but like we at my house we do liquid IV. Is another popular thing. It like hydrates you more, and then they have some that's like laced with immunity vitamin C stuff. Supposedly, I've never seen this story. This must be a different era of Erik Larsen. John Beatty's the inker. Interesting. Different feel to Larsen stuff with this inker. John Beatty is more of a clean line inker. You can see on Larsen stuff different flavor. I don't know if it totally works. I love John Beatty's inks, but I don't know if it totally works here on Larsen stuff. This looks like an older story. One of the worst characters ever, Night Thrasher. Cool. Love seeing the pencil stuff here. It's great. I love when they include stuff like that. I don't like this new computer colory stuff here at the back. It just doesn't do it for me. There we go. It's the Erik Larsen years on Spider-Man. Color, bah humbug. Give us some nice boring black and white so images get lost in background. Cranberry Nose near mint condition. Yeah, it's a popular YouTube channel for comics. An Ariel character. Ooh, Mary Jane and her big red hair. Yeah. Usually gargle with hot salt water warm. So yes, yes. Liquid IV is good. Night Thrasher is terrible. It's horrible. That whole team, the whole New Warriors team, all of those characters were like horrible, horrible. So yeah, this was my Black Friday haul. This one and the Daredevil is pretty cool. So get this. I mean, it's still expensive, but how much do you think I spent on this? This omnibus cover price is $100. I got it for $45 on Black Friday sale. That's pretty good for a hardcover this thick, this many issues. Excuse me, $45 for this that's why I jumped on it. I think if I saw this on the shelf at regular cover price, I wouldn't get it, or even, $75. I'm like, but $45? That is not that bad. Daniel Kibblesmith was afraid of Night Thrasher. I don't know that reference. I don't know if there's any Night Thrasher fans out there. Cranberry. He was just like a dude with a skateboard. Like, it was just like a dark guy with a straight skateboard. Really didn't do anything for me. Daniel Kibblesmith was afraid of Night Thrasher. I don't even know who that is. Daniel Kibblesmith. It's the guy who created Darkwing Duck? Oh, writer on Darkwing Duck. Also a writer for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Oh. Interesting. Cranberry Rangers thought 40. Yeah. Right? That's not bad. More than 50% off. I think it was 60% off was why I went at it. So that was my unboxing haul. These 2 books and then Mosaic, the Kyle Holtz book. Really fun. A lot of reading to be done. I'm not even halfway through that Sin City that I have, so I'm running out of shelf space. It's kind of scary. I got too much stuff. Here's something that I got at the library. Did I show you guys this already? That I'm kind of excited. Maybe I should read this during Christmas because it's kind of Christmassy themed, but it's a story called Klaus, and Dan Mora is he is the It Guy, one of the It Guy artists right now, doing all the a lot of Batman, Superman stuff. He's the regular artist on Transformers right now. I don't know how he's doing all of it, but Klaus was one of the first books, not one of them, was one of the earlier books that he worked on before he became really mainstream. And I think it's supposedly kind of like a spin on the Santa Claus Klaus story. So yeah, I saw this at the library. I was like, oh, cool. This would be kind of cool to see where Dan Mora came from and read this story. I do like Grant Morrison's stuff, some of his stuff. So yeah, Klaus, How Santa Claus Began. And it's a lot. There are you can already see his Dan Mora-isms come out in the artwork here, but it does feel a little different than what he does now. But I don't know if any of you guys have read this story, but it looks cool. Looks cool. In a fantasy world. Wizards and warriors. Comic book writer Daniel Kibblesmith of New Warriors. Oh! That had to be one of the worst moves of creating those characters that I ever saw in comics. That was a couple years ago. Seeing Night Thrasher on a comic book cover frightened him. That's bad. I don't think Snowflake or Safe Space did really well in the comics either. Did they ever make it out? I don't know. That's when I'm just like, mainstream comics. The Pest guy was good. Was he the guy with the did he have guns? I can't remember. Who were that man? I just hated New Warriors. I think Mark Bagley was the artist on that too. I wasn't a big fan of Bagley's art. Oh, yeah. 1990 to 1996. There's Speedball. Oh, gosh. Namorita, which was the female Namor. Supernova, or Nova. That's right. Oh, man, this was bad. This is like the worst of 90s comics. I'm trying to see if I can... Was this the guy? The pest guy? Here, I'll share my screen. Oh, I hear my cat. Is it cat feeding time? It is. Like, look at these characters. Horrible. Firestar? Was Firestar part of the New Warriors? Was she? Ugh. There's Night Thrasher right there. Yeah, I don't know. There it is. Namorita, Kid Nova, Speedball, Night Thrasher, Marvel Boy, and Firestar was. And it was supposed to be like the next big thing, and I just thought it was horrible. Never liked it at all. Yeah, who was the pest? He was lame, like Timu Batman. Was that Marvel Boy? Santa Claus was a priest or part of the clergy. What could have saved the character would have been Night Thrasher Shadowcat team up. Just 2 more reasons not to read modern comics. Yes, Safe Space and Snowflake. What a horrible idea. Just looked up Punky Brewster's magical sidekick. His name is Glomer. Imagine Glomer joining. Yes. Glomer. Well, I wouldn't put Kitty Pryde in there because you guys know I like Kitty Pryde. But Glomer with Night Thrasher. I mean, Glomer's right up there with like Alf and didn't Rainbow Bright? I have this image. The reason why I thought the Punky Brewster character had no, it wasn't Rainbow Bright. There was a character that had it was like was it Gem? I thought there was a character, there was like a sidekick character that looked like a bear with like rainbow wings. No, it wasn't Gem. And Art and Times of Jay Ryan would like kick my butt if I started talking bad about Gem. Gosh, what was that? Do you guys remember that? It was like a bear with like rainbow wings. And it was some weird... Oh, maybe that was that She-Ra? Yes. Cowl. Oh, man. Marvel Boy could have been good. I don't know. Glomer Pile, USMC. Glomer, Slimer, Snarf, and Scrappy Doo, the new Planeteers. I like Slimer. Snarf. Ugh, yeah, Snarf. Throw in there Orko and Godzuki. Yeah, Gem and the Holograms, that's right. No, it was She-Ra. This was the character that I had in my brain. It was like an owl bear with rainbow wings. Very horrible. He was like, yeah, not a good design, not a good character. They always try, you know, it's like what is like successful in one IP, a successful formula in one IP doesn't necessarily translate in another one. Okay, so here's more Klaus. I'll just flip through this really quick. Yeah, it's cool. I'm curious to see the story. But yeah, it's cool that this is like early Dan Mora stuff. This is 2015. So, I mean, he's been working in comics for a while already. But I just feel like he's hit his stride. He seems like he's still super young, too. more than one volume of this? No, I think this is just one volume. Yeah. Anyway, interesting. Alf. I don't even know how that flew as a series. Thinking of Baby Yoda style Baby Alf, or perhaps a cat who's always afraid of Alf is trying to eat him. Always afraid Alf is trying to eat him. That makes sense. That was whole Alf's thing. Do you guys remember that show Dinosaurs too? That one was kind of weird. I have a good friend of mine that worked on that show. But it was like a sitcom, but it was with dinosaurs and like Muppet dinosaurs, but they were in like full body suits. That was really weird. There were some weird shows in the 80s and 90s. I don't like his design. Cal looks like he would be a real animal in Australia. Oh no. Emo Trash. What's up? Merry Christmas, Emo Trash. How are you? Dinosaurs was actually a decent show. It was funny. I don't know. There was something about it that like... I think as a kid, I couldn't process, like... I couldn't get over the fact that they were people in suits doing the show. Like it was almost like... what's that other show that gave me that same feeling? It was like a... kind of a Sid and like Puffin stuff, Sid and Marty Krofft feel. There was just something about it being in like a live action world, but knowing that people were in suits doing it just freaked me out. So I could never really get into that series. Lindsay Rose has seen references to the dinosaur show. Here, I'm gonna call it up here. Oh my gosh, I hear my cats. Oops. Okay, can we even watch this? Am I gonna get struck? Hopefully not. I'll just show little clips here.
Bobby and you.
How in the hell could this have happened?
Wow. He said,
Oh, God. Oh, God.
this character was the money maker. The baby dinosaur.
Whoa, I'm on the floor. Whoa, lots of feet.
I mean, this show must have cost a lot of money to make.
Can't get up.
It was a Henson show.
Whoa, I'm naked. Who's the mama? Where's the mama? Oh, hi.
And the running gag with him was he would always call the dad, not the mama. That's right. Not totally annoying it, but close.
How you doing? How you doing?
This is your daddy.
Hi, I'm the baby, brand new, just out. Gotta love me. Come on, gotta love
Gotta love me, not the mama.
Daddy. That was a good story.
It's like the weird facial expressions. I don't know, it's weird. Yes. He was the winner though. He was totally the draw of that show, was because he'd have these funny quips. And then the dad was the typical doofus dad of the sitcoms. It was just but they were all dinosaurs. I don't know, it was such a bizarre concept. Yes, not the mama. I used to have the little squirt run version of him in the half shell. What? That's right, not the mama. I got my kids doing it. Yes. You might like Five Nights at Freddy's then. No, I don't think I will. I don't think so. How about we add Baby Sinclair to the new Planeteers? Possible. Yeah, he fits. It's like, yeah, it's always that like cute, smarter than everybody else character that it's either like the winner of the show that like makes the show super popular, or the most annoying character. I like the baby the most. Yeah, there you go. Beat the winner.
Actually, me.
Yep.
I'm crying. That means I'm up.
Kind of had like a Flintstones feel to it.
Earl, you get up for once.
It's cool though. I mean, it's cool that it was very different.
Because if you don't feed it, it'll die.
How many other kids we got?
2.
Let's dance. Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do.
But the amount of like
Mommy
artistry
needs some
that they had to do
sleep.
just to make this
I haven't had
work.
any sleep since the night you were hatched.
I love
Surprised
being up
they
with
pulled
the
it off.
mama.
Aw, is that why you wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to be with me?
Yeah, well that and I'm hungry. Feed my mouth. Fill my belly. Delish. Whoa, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, stomach growling, pressure. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Oh, I'm gonna blow. Oh, I'm gonna blow. Clear.
Ah,
New Planeteers combine their powers to summon Captain Planet, except it's Urkel. Urkel. It's another one. Oh my goodness. So many characters from TV history that just kind of have that same, they leave you with that same file. They're like really popular with a certain age group, but then as you get older, you get really annoyed by that same character. It's like the Ewoks, right? It's like I was at the sweet spot for the Ewoks that I was like, oh, I love those characters. I fell in love with them. But it's the same age probably that kids liked Jar Jar Binks, but I was a little too old, or I was definitely older when Jar Jar Binks, and I was like, ugh, I don't like that guy. He's really annoying. So yeah, similar. It's just hitting that target that you need to hit. The show is a bit bleak. Dinosaurs? Was it really? Wasn't it about like, wasn't kind of the overall plot on that was like the end of the world, right? Or that the end of the dinosaur, whatever. They were going to be killed by like a meteor or something like that. I think I vaguely remember that. Emo Trash says I will be seeing that movie at some point. Oh, I just put in a menthol. Dang it. I was going to eat the honey lemon one. I was never annoyed by the Ewoks. People try to compare them to Jar Jar, but they never stepped on poo. Yeah, I'd say Jar Jar's accent was by far the worst directorial choice, that voice for Jar Jar. And he was just so annoying. The Ewoks were cuter than they were annoying. But there were people that were older than I was when I saw Return of the Jedi, and they just hated the Ewoks. They thought they ruined the movie. And I love Return of the Jedi. So yeah, I think it's just the right age, or something about the age. They weren't even loud, obnoxious. They barely made sounds. Some of their language, they mixed in a bunch of different languages to create the Ewok language, from what I was told. And I do remember like one of the languages they mixed in there was Tagalog, which is the Filipino language. So it was kind of cool because, I'm Filipino. So it was like, oh my gosh, they're speaking Tagalog. Ewoks do not equal Jar Jar Binks. It was about them all dying. Yes. Ewoks are better than Jar Jar. All right, nice. Because you guys we're all around the same age, I'm going to say. We're all kind of in that same generation. We're not in the Jar Jar generation. So I can see why George tried to do what he was doing, but didn't work. Didn't work, George. I like Scrappy Doo. I liked him. He's a little go-getter. I loved Scooby-Doo, but Scrappy-Doo was like a little go-getter, little guy. Proto Jar Jar. Nah, he wasn't as bad as... He wasn't anywhere near Jar Jar Binks for me, Scrappy-Doo. Okay, dinosaurs. What else? Do I have anything else? That's not it. I mean, I picked up a couple books last week. I don't go through them. It was, yeah. Nothing new. They were just ongoing issues and some stuff I went through. But we're not in My Wednesday Comics mode anyway, so I won't even go over them. Oh, are we going to end on this? Okay, we will. So here's why. Here's why I hesitate. Because I've heard, as a content creator on YouTube has put out all these like new rules on like using AI and monetizing off of that, and you have to declare it. So I'm actually not sure where I land. So what I did was I kind of messed around with some... Oh yeah, can I do this? We'll see. I'm just going to do it. And if it screws me over, it screws me over. But it won't. It'll just be for this stream, I think. You only heard it. We didn't see it. Puppy power. Yes. Yes. Ewoks are greater than Scrappy-Doo. And Scrappy-Doo is greater than Jar Jar. I agree with that. So, I'm just going to do it, guys. What the heck? It's Christmas. Okay, so let me load it up here and see if I can do this right. Give me 1 second. Let me figure this out. Talk amongst yourself. And let me see if I can load this up. If I... like if I click on this, will that play it? No. Shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. If I play this... Okay, hang on a second. I'm just going to play this. This is just for the heck of it. Oops. Wait, how do I get this? Preview mode. Sorry. Just trying to figure out how I can get this. Source. No, that's wrong. I wish there was an easy way to share. I guess I could just do it this way. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. This, and then what? All right. You guys ready for this? I apologize in advance. Let me just make sure this. So I messed around with some stuff. Here we go.
Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady.
There you go. That could be an ongoing thing. We're gonna have to work on that a little bit. But that was just messing around with some stuff. I'm telling you. Yep. I'm just going to grace you that once. And then I got to make sure that I'm not going to get like struck, and I got to make sure all the copyright whatever stuff. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yep. This is the only thing that AI is good for, if I were to make an assessment. But yeah, I was working on that one for a while. Hang on a second. Let me get my cat. Yes. Well, Big says there's potential. There you go. Can you play it again, Rocky? Let me see. I could. I just want to make sure. Hold on a second. How can I not go here? If I play this is in preview mode. Oh, maybe this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Okay. This is maybe how I do it. Let's see. Okay, I'll play it one more time. All right, you guys ready for this? This is just because it's Christmas. Only because it's Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. Hopefully, this doesn't mess up my channel.
Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady. Pick feed the lady.
I have to bounce soon, but if I don't see you, Merry Christmas. See you later, Lindsay Rose. I'm going to get out of here soon, too. But thank you for joining me for this stream. I'm going to leave you guys with that. A little bit of a pig feeder lady. Look what you've done to me, Mo Biggs. Look where you've sent me. Sent me down this horrible hole. Yeah, it's special. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun just kind of messing around, and it really is. Don't keep my comment. It was nice. Wait, okay, what was your comment that I missed? It follows AI and the pig feeder later are both masters of slop. Cranberry Langers, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Cranberry Langers. You are the best. Super chat 566 from Cranberry Langers. That's an odd number. Does that have anything? Did I miss the significance of that number? I don't know. Hey, stop chewing on my... Stop being naughty. Stop chewing on my headphones. Thank you, Cranberry Langers. Let's clear the palate, guys. Cranberry Langers has been so awesome. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's clear the palate, though. This is much better. That was much better. No AI there, guys. That was all hand done. Hand done insanity. But that's a perfect place to end. I survived. My throat survived. I didn't cough too much, right? We're okay. Cranberry says, I just felt like dropping an extra 66 cents. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Cranberry. You are the best. Cranberry Langers, channel member. Amazing. I will end with this. 800 subs, Rocky will make grandma's eggnog jello. Are you dropping me the link, Comrade Sammy? Is this the link to eggnog jello? Heck yeah, this
How
is.
long it...
Okay. I'm going to have to watch that. Heck yeah, it is. 800 subs, Rocky will make grandma's eggnog jello. It's a deal. Forsooth. Herewith. I declare 800 subs, I will make grandma's eggnog jello. And now it's permanently up here as we post the YouTube link. I love it. No catnip for kitten, no. What if AI pig feeder lady gave birth to an AI kiwi baby that looked a little too much like Rocky? No. My throat lived. That's right. That's right. Is this the new thing? What thing? No, that link is for the eggnog jello, which I'm going to watch in a little bit here. But thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas. I'm so glad I got to see you guys all before Christmas of 2025. And then a week later, we're in 2026. But I just want to say, appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate your friendship here, your engagement, the laughs, your hilarious commentary. And as always, sharing comics with you all. It's been super fun. I don't know if I'm going to get any comics for Christmas because one thing my family asked me, they're like, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I kind of already buy it ahead of the time as far as comics go. So I don't think I'm going to get any comics. But I do need to find out if my comic book stores are open tomorrow. That would be interesting. I don't think so. I'll have to check. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a blessed, and wonderful Christmas. And I'm going to try and stream one more time. That's my tentative promise to you. One more time before the end of this new year. And I'm hoping that one will be starting the master study. Because we're all prepped for that. I'm all ready to go. I just need to find the time and place to do it. But I think I can get one in before the beginning of this year, which would be great. So stay tuned for that. Master Study X, starting the Jack Kirby double pager of that Doctor Doom spread. That would be awesome. So hopefully I can get that in before the end of this year. And that will be my goal. That'll be my Christmas present to you all, aside from that pig feeder lady video. But hope you guys have a great celebration. Eat well, sleep well, hug your loved ones, and I will see you guys next time. Let me just make sure everybody, we're graduating from lime jello. Not graduating, just evolving. Yes, it's a new thing. Rocky likes eggnog. Wonder if there was eggnog jello. Maybe. Merry Christmas, everyone. Be safe. Sorry, couldn't be too active. No problem, Timmy Mello. New Year's stream. Did I do it last year? I think I did do it last year. Maybe. We'll see. I'm trying to do one before the New Year's. If not on New Year's, we'll see. We'll see. I got a crazy schedule, but anyway, take care, everyone. I'll see you later. Merry Christmas.